Jets Ward.
Jets. What is going on, Jet fans? And welcome back to another episode of the Jets Ward. I'm your host, Ryan Ward, and I'm so excited to be back with you guys. I got a fun one for you, but first, if you've been here before, welcome back. You know I love having you guys here. It is a great place to be because you guys keep coming back for more. And if you are new here, welcome. Whether you're a Jets fan of another NFL team, or just a casual NFL fan, you are always welcome here. It is a safe space for you. So, guys, the Jets this offseason have filled so many different holes. They've gotten help at the defensive line. They've gotten help at the offensive line through free agency and in the draft. They got a new edge rusher in David Bailey through the draft. They've also brought in Joseph Asai, Kingsley Anikbare to help on the defensive side. They traded for Devondre Sweat on the defensive tackle position, nose tackle. But we've also added on the offensive side of the ball, too. Wide receiver, we got Omar Cooper Jr., A.D. Mitchell is hopefully going to take another step towards a breakout season too. And we also got another weaponing, Kenyon Sadiq at tight end, who adds so much more at the tight end position along with Mason Taylor. But one position that I don't think a lot of people are talking about that I think is a bigger need is the running back 2 position. Let's talk about it. Breece Hall is going into a contract year. He's already been given the franchise tag. He hasn't signed it yet. And we've gotten mixed rumors about the contract situation. We've heard that he's been offered 4 years and a boatload of money with $48 million guaranteed, like $60 million in the contract, 48 of it guaranteed. Then there were rumors that didn't happen, that it's more like a 3-year deal that they're trying to get through. And others have rumored earlier in the offseason that talks aren't going great. So if Breece Hall were to leave, like if they were to trade him or let him walk next season, the running backs on our team behind him don't give you a lot of hope. And I like some of them. Braylon Allen, I was very happy when they drafted him, but he's been very underwhelming. And last year, they put him out on kickoff and he gets injured and knocked out for the season. But before that, when he was the backup running back, he's supposed to be our power guy, and he wasn't getting any push. And then we have Isaiah Davis, who's had flashes, but he's another one who is not a number 1 running back. They have Kene Nwangwu, who is a kick-returning specialist. He's not a running back. Then they got some undrafted free agents as well that they've brought in. But other than that, other than Breece, none of these running backs really give you any hope or upside. So I think it's really important for the New York Jets to sign a running back number 2. And I think there's some good ones in free agency still, especially if something were to happen to Breece Hall, just an injury or something like that, just to give us some help. So let's go over a couple of options that I think would be really good for the New York Jets. And the first one is free agent running back from the Chargers, Gus Edwards, formerly of the Ravens as well, nicknamed Gus the Bus. He is a power back. Short yardage, he's going to get that push forward. Strong running back, quicker than a lot of people think as well. A little bit on the older side, so he's losing his step as well. But on short yardage, I think he could still add a ton. And he's a bruiser back too, so we can take a little bit of punishment off of Breece Hall as well. So he's 31 years old, 6 foot, 238 pounds. As a short yardage goal line type of guy, Gus Edwards is going to get the first down. He is a powerful back. Didn't really work out with the Chargers and everything. They brought in O'Myron Hampton. They had Najee Harris. The running back room was just very, very packed. So Gus Edwards didn't get a lot of options. I think if he were to come here, he'd be the right away number 2 running back behind Breece Hall. And I think he'd get a lot of opportunities on the short yardage and the goal line. I think this would be a solid place for him. And I think he's a solid blocker too. So he adds that to the offense as well. Just adding another weapon to help out Geno Smith and Cade Klubnik, I think could be very beneficial for the New York Jets. But now, going to somebody who's a little bit younger and has a little bit more upside, I'm going to go with his former teammate, Najee Harris. I just mentioned him. He's also a free agent. Was injured a lot last year, but when he's healthy, formerly of the Pittsburgh Steelers, he looked like a legit threat. Power back as well, 28 years old, 6'1", 242 pounds. When he gets going, he's really tough to bring down. And I think as a number 2 option, Najee Harris, I think that would be a perfect role for him. And being behind Brees, I wanted him last year when he was a free agent before he went to the Chargers. I think he's just that good of a number 2 option. And fringe starting running back as well. If he can stay healthy, he's a very good running back. Solid receiver out of the backfield too. It's not the game that he likes to play. He's not the best at it, but he can do it. And he's a solid blocker as well. Just somebody who needs to stay healthy. And if he does, giving him certain number of touches a game behind Brees and giving him that short yardage to goal line opportunities, I think he's going to add a lot to the offense. He's still out there. I think teams are still trying to see if he's healthy or not, but I think he's going to get picked up sooner rather than later before the season starts. But Najee Harris is a fun opportunity that I think would be a perfect running back too for the New York Jets. Does it happen? I don't think so. I can see him definitely going to Seattle as a number 2 option over there, something like that. But it could be a fun one for the New York Jets. I wouldn't mind Najee Harris here. Then we get into our third option. Cam Akers, formerly of the Seahawks. He's bounced around the league a lot, and he's still very young, 26 years old, 5'10", 213 pounds, solid as a receiver coming out of the backfield, solid blocker, tough runner too, tough to bring down. Just really hasn't been able to stick, and I don't know why. He's got a lot of talent, looked really good when he was with the Colts, and just somebody who I think could be very, very good as a number 2 running back here. Change of pace type of guy, more of a speedster as well. But 1-2 punch with Breece Hall and Cam Akers, I think could be very beneficial. And again, still young, still upside. I know running backs age differently than other positions because of how much wear and tear they have on their bodies. But I think limiting that, helping Breece out, changing the pace for a game, being beneficial for Breece as well, I think it added a lot more dynamic to the offense. And I think he'd be a fun one as well. Cam Akers is a sneaky option here for the New York Jets, in my opinion. And he, like I said, he knows a lot of different offenses. I think he could adapt quick to the Frank Reich offense as well. Then we have another option for a former running back who's been one of the best in the league when he was healthy. Former Cleveland Brown and Houston Texan Nick Chubb. I think Nick Chubb, when healthy, is still an elite running back. I think he's still got a lot of talent, a lot of time left in this game, and I think could be very, very good. Still, he's coming off a serious injury the year prior, signed with the Houston Texans, and again, got injured. He's somebody that injuries are a major concern with him, especially now that he's getting older, 30 years old. He's 5'11", 227 pounds, still a power back, has decent speed as well, solid blocker, but somebody who just gets it, hits the holes hard every time. The problem is, Breece goes down, you're going to have another solid running back behind him because most likely he's going to get injured as well. So that's the concern with Nick Chubb, but all the talent in the world right there with him. So somebody who's very exciting, high upside, in my opinion, still older, injuries a concern, but could be an explosive running back too for you guys, and somebody who I think would be open to coming here on a 1-year prove-it deal to show that he still has it. And my last option, sticking with the Houston Texans, Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon's a fun one. Former Bengal, former Texan, still has a ton left in the tank. Injured last year, coming off an injury, but somebody who recently was one of the top running backs in the league. And he's 29 years old, 6'1", 220 pounds. As a short 2-year deal, if the Jets can't get anything done with Breece, he's a good insurance option just in case. It gives you time to draft a running back next year as well if you like any of them. So Joe Mixon gives you a lot of opportunity, a lot of upside, a lot of bang for your buck. I think he comes in cheaper because he's coming off an injury. And if you can get him in here for more than 1 year, I think that's really beneficial for the New York Jets as well. Now, does he come here? I don't think so. I think he's going to want to go somewhere where he has the opportunity to start. Jacksonville could be a fun one to watch out for them. Green Bay, I know they have a ton of running backs there too. Joe Mixon could be a very fun one there behind Jacobs, but I think he's going to want to go somewhere where to start. New England's an interesting one as well. I could definitely see him going there, but Mixon would be a fun one in gangrene. And I think could be a really good option for us too. A nice 1-2 punch with Breece Hall and Joe Mixon. Just like something like the Lions did with Jahmyr Gibbs and Montgomery. That could be something the Jets try to do with Breece Hall and Mixon. The 1-2 punch, speed, power. I like it a lot with the New York Jets. Joe Mixon, I would be really happy if they were able, if one of these days we got an update saying the Jets have signed Joe Mixon. Any of these guys I'd be pretty happy with, because I still think running back 2 is a bigger need than a lot of people are talking about. I know we got wide receiver 4. I know we got backup quarterback. That's a massive need. Probably could add some more in the DB room with safety, but I think a linebacker as well. But I think running back 2 is more of a sneaky need as well. And Mixon or any of these guys on this list that I've mentioned, I think would do a fantastic job as running back 2. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think running back 2 is as serious of a need as I do? Or are there any other names that you would want to mention on here that you would want to go after for the position? Let me know down in the comments. Also, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell for any notifications as well, just to stay updated on when I post videos. Also, make sure you follow me on X, Instagram, and on TikTok. I try to post all my videos and shorts there for you guys as well, just to follow along on other platforms. But other than that, guys, you know I love you. You know I appreciate you guys. And I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for joining me in the JETS Jets Ward. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
The Jets Ward.